Hey everybody, this is M Peoples. Now, I'm not judging anyone, but I'm advising anyone who has children to teach your children about sex ed, the dangers of sex, and what you shouldn't do. And by the by, taking a condom off during sex without consent is sexual assault and is considered sexual assault. Anyway, in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, they have a high rating for HIV and AIDS. Why? Because when I was taking my summer classes in college, like women's studies, one of my classmates researched that people there don't actually teach their kids sex ed. They just tell them to go out and pray. And kids don't want to talk to their parents because they're embarrassed. If I have children, I don't want to make the same mistakes my parents made. Like leaving us to our own devices. And I know exactly how the kids feel. You're too embarrassed to tell your parents. I mean, that's not something you want to broadcast to your parents about sex. You want parents, teach your kids about safe sex. Teach your kids that birth control can be defective or very unreliable. And don't just have sex using birth control. Also wear protection. In other words, tell your kids to wrap it up. And also tell your kids that condoms can break. And the pull-out method does not work. You can get pregnant by anal sex if the gravy, let's say the gravy, drips into the cookie. It's called the Lady Bart cookie. And voila, baby. And let's say this again. The gravy drips into the cookie. And that would be the biggest thing. That would be a catastrophe. And yes, you can get STDs from anal sex. And ladies, you should be careful when performing fellatio. You can also get an STD. Or SDI, whatever. This is from a college student's perspective. I mean, I wish there are more parents who teach their kids about sex. Anyway, this is M Peoples. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you guys think. Did your parents ever tell you about sex or give you sex ed? Me, I kind of had a brief education from romance novels and movies. Anyway, this is M Peoples signing out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and please like. Deuces.